Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's a review for Judge Dredd, Cry of the Werewolf. I am the law! Overall, Judge Dredd for me, it's campy fun. It is what it is. It's Judge Dredd. He's the Mega City 1's top policeman. He is judge, jury, and executioner. All stories start off the same way. It starts off with Dredd, criminal, Dredd shooting criminal. And that's the story. This one is a little different because it deals with werewolves. Now, I actually remember one of the chapters. I saw it in a comic store years ago, and I was like, oh my god, it's werewolves, this is the greatest thing, Judge Dredd versus werewolf, and I never got a chance to see any of the rest. So I was really happy to see that this was actually available as a trade. Now, as you can see, we got John Wagner, who's done some Lobo. You have Alan Grant. You got Steve Dillon involved. So these are names that are have been seen on the U.S. side of things. Like outside of 2018. Now, it's not just the werewolves, because on what the basic story is. You have Mega City 1, which is a gigantic city, and it's in multiple levels. And when a judge basically isn't fit to judge anymore, they're given a couple of options. One is they can walk the cursed earth and bring justice out there, or they can go under Mega City 1 and bring justice down there. In this case, there's, like I said, there's a city underneath Mega City 1, and there's werewolves down there. Their crack forms, and then the werewolves come out and they start eating people. So the judges quickly get involved, and they send Judge Dredd into under the city to basically stop the werewolf problem. Now, along the way, of course, there's lots of action. He meets another judge, and there's lots of people getting killed. Now, besides that story, we get another story with the judge that he meets down below, and from there there's like a story where he goes off to the cursed earth and meets some mutated wolf people or dog type people, and then there's also a story with called Asylum with the side judge. Now, I'm going to say this, Judge Dredd is not for everybody, because, as you can see here, the art, I think the art is good, especially for what it is. When I read Judge Dredd, I never want to see anything super pretty, but at the same time, there's lots of stuff that's going on here. It's simplistic, it's brutal, and there's some good action in it. So, on that kind of level, it's very satisfying. The stories, I'll say this, the werewolf story did not live up to the hype that I formed in my head, but it's a decent story for Judge Dredd. It's been a long time since I've read a new, fresh Judge Dredd, so I was glad to, I guess you can say, get a little bit of my youth again. I still have the other Judge Dredd book to read, and that one has Grant Morrison and Mark Millar writing it. So I'm really looking forward to that one, to see what those guys came up with. But I'm definitely, regardless, I'm definitely glad I bought this. And I got this off of Amazon it was only $18, so it's not too bad. I guess you can say it's on the expensive side because of the page count, and it's not hardback, but it's Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd's worth $18. So, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. I don't want to spoil too much because, in case somebody wants to read it, I don't want to ruin the fun of it. So I'm being kind of selective at what I say. But like I said, the story's very basic. Bad man does something. Judge Dredd gets involved. Bad man gets judged by Judge Dredd, and usually the person dies. So that's pretty much the gist of the story. And no matter what the odds are, Judge Dredd always wins. At least to my knowledge. I don't think he's ever lost. Wouldn't make sense if he lost, because he's Judge Dredd. He's the best judge. He's the law. And the law never loses. Anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you guys if you've seen the Judge Dredd movie. Tell me if you like it. If you haven't seen Dredd, do yourself a favor. Go see the movie. It is awesome. Like the Facebook link I give out for comic books. More reviews later. Until next time.